G'day guys, Big V Podcast here. We are with our Youth League 1 men. We're going to go through the ladder thus far from 1st to 12th. Mark on my left, we're going to go back and forth. I'm going to kick it off. We have Hume with a 9-1 record, a 5-game win streak at the moment. Their only loss to Keysborough thus far this year. Now, Corey Fittis has been absolutely dominating this league, 20 points per game, 16 rebounds per game. Someone who is questionable to probably be in this league, to be honest. He should be consistently playing in our men's, but we'll love to see him down here because he's just taking control.
Yeah, we'll move on to second place on the ladder here, Ted and Sherbrooke. They have a 8-3 record, and they're looking the goods. They've improved since last year. They're kept a very similar roster, but are looking a lot stronger. They're led by their big three in Burke Doggett, James Manson, and Dylan Johnston. And I tell you what, Ted, Dylan Johnston can throw it down. He doesn't care if someone's in his way. He's going to be throwing that thing down. They spread the minutes around pretty well, so I think they're going to be thereabouts come finals time.
Yeah, absolutely. Third place, we have Geelong sitting 7-3, probably the most athletic team in this competition. They play an incredibly fast style. Some of their guys do play NBL 1, so they have some inconsistencies in their lineups every now and then with Marach, Goodyear, and Jack Moran. Some of these guys that come in and out of this rotation, but when they do jump back into this unit, they are extremely tough to beat.
Yeah, in fourth place, we got Wyndham, 7-3 record. And all I can say is Joshua Norling is an absolute star. The guy's dropped down from the championship men's team from last year, and he's dominating. He's also got a man in the fittest category, in Oscar Jones, who absolutely dominates when he plays. He's averaging 24 points a game. But I think he's almost had two 30 pieces in championship men as well. So the kid can shoot it. But Wyndham are looking strong. They will be thereabouts come finals.
Camberwell now sitting at 5th with the 7-4 record. They were, a little bit different to what they were in 2022. Quite a few of their, very experienced guys have moved on now playing in their seniors. They've had some injuries to Jackson Dean and Matt Power, which has hurt them in probably some of these losses. They've got a young Angus Nelson, though, who has stepped up in their absence, a very strong and physical player, yet they do need to find some consistency in this second half of the season if they want to be, treated as a genuine finals contention team.
Yeah, thanks, Ted. And then sixth place, we've got Keysborough. So since making the jump from Youth League 2 after winning it, they got a 6-4 record, and they're on a 3-game win streak. Jacob YL1M, excuse the pronunciation, has been fantastic. He's averaging 16 points a game and 7 rebounds. And he's sort of carrying the load for them as they've made the transition up to Youth League 1. And they're doing it really well. Can they stick around in that finals sort of top 6 as the year goes on?
Yeah, good question. Another team sitting just below them who are new to this division. We have Bulleen with a 6-4 record moving down from BYC. Man, they have obviously lost quite a few bodies, but they are quite a well-balanced squad at the moment. They've got the Henry brothers who are influential, but they do miss games due to their men's team. They've won 3 of their last 4 as the season gets back on track for them. See them sort of build as this season progresses, trying to make their way into this grading process.
Yeah, in 8th place, we've got Bendigo with a 3-7 record. Now, I was fortunate enough to be able to see these guys in person. They're just a really strong and athletic across the board. They all quite similar players in the way they can attack, and it's quite impressive, really. I think that young Josiah Patterson, if he gets himself going consistently, they'll keep competitive and they'll keep shuffling up the ladder here. I've just sort of questioned the depth around their bigs and whether they've got enough size to compete at the top end.
Yeah, good question. 3-7 are Craigieburn sitting in 9th place. Stephen Hooper has been someone who has saved the day and gotten some wins for them after quite a slow start. But whether he's consistent is a good question. Their coach will obviously be stoked with some of these games as of late, but if they can hold this consistency and get some more wins on the board for them, they might be able to move their way up into sort of that middle top end of this tough ladder.
Yeah, and then we got Collingwood in 10th position with a 2-8 record. They were sort of fringe finals last year, but After starting 2 and 3, they've sort of lost. They've lost their last five. With Reef Wetniak, he's been a welcome addition. He's come in scoring almost 20 points a game, sort of giving them that offensive firepower they require, but they just can't piece it all together. They've only got one player who's played all of their 10 games, so they've got a bit of a roster which is coming in, coming out, hard to get that consistency.
Altona now sitting in 11th place with a 1-8 record, a team that has had a massive change in between this 2022 and 2023 season. Building some chemistry in the second half of the year, we are hoping to see. They're on a 4-game losing streak at the moment. They had a controlling 20-point lead against Camberwell, but they just could not defend that 3-point line. Whether they were short closeouts or was getting blown by, over helping, and easy kick-outs down the stretch of that game, they're just struggling at the moment. They need to be able to find some consistency here.
Yeah, and finally we've got 12th place Coburg with a 1-8 record. Now, to be fair, they did have a very difficult schedule to start the year. They played majority of the top-end teams, particularly coming off a year where they've lost, I believe they might have lost their whole starting five from the 2022 season. They're significantly less experienced, but you can see they're starting to piece it together with more competitive games. Adut, Theodore, and Savien have been the best for them and will continue to get better.
Absolutely. That'll be it for us, guys. We'll catch you soon.